Hey, I'm Megan Sullivan. I'm a third-year Latin and Greek major.
So what first drew you to Jeopardy?
I've been trying out since I was 12. In elementary school, one of my teachers did this mock Jeopardy game for the whole school. It was the first time I got excited about competitive trivia and knowledge. So in middle and high school, I got into my school's Quiz Bowl team. And I've tried out for Jeopardy like 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 throughout, from middle school to college. The first time I tried it, I was so young that my dad had to type for me because I couldn't type fast enough.
So what is the application process like?
So first you take just a test anytime. It's called the Anytime Test online, and it's about 50 Jeopardy questions where you get a category and a question and you have to answer them. If you get a certain amount right, then you move to the next stage and you do an online audition. It's all online now. Where they do another proctored test where you just do another test over Zoom to make sure that you're not cheating with your mic and camera on. And then I passed that as well, so I went to the next stage, which was a Zoom audition where me and a bunch of people in our room played a mock Jeopardy game. We got pens and we clicked them, and we gave little interviews and anecdotes and talked about what we do with our money. And then I didn't hear back for ages, literally months. I thought they'd forgotten about me. And then I finally got a call, like, in October, like, hey, we want you on Jeopardy.
How did you feel in that moment when you got that call?
I got a call from the same area code, screamed and ran away and dropped everything I was holding, didn't explain anything to my family. I'm sure they assumed what was going on by then. And then pretending to act normal while the Jeopardy casting director told me that I had been chosen. They were flying me out in 5 weeks.
Is there a category that you like, and then is there a category that you hate?
The worst category for me was U.S. bodies of water because I really disliked geography, but I made myself study it. The last thing in the U.S. that I hadn't studied was bodies of water, but I was like, well, it's no big deal. And what do you know, came up on my game. I think my favorite category was words that should rhyme. I enjoy the weird wordplay ones. They're hard to study for. I guess you kind of know them or you don't sometimes.
How has your UVA education impacted your time on Jeopardy?
I had a really great English class, which was a 3001, 3002 one. It's basically a survey of all English literature, and that was a good way to get a really broad look at a bunch of literature, which comes up all the time, of course, on Jeopardy.
How did you feel like the minutes leading up to the show?
Terrified. I was so panicked. But I finally got up there, and I was really excited because I've competed in trivia a lot. And that all came back to me when I was up there. I was like, oh, I actually really love doing this. This is a lot of fun for me. And it's going to be an amazing time.
Is there one question that you keep with you?
The final Jeopardy in my first game, which is about Nevermore from a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. And the second I read that, I parsed pretty quickly that it was about the Raven. And I was like, oh my God. That's Poe. He's from our school. I get to win a game, presumably, I hope, with a question about my school. And I did win that, and that was a spectacular moment. I hear a lot of UVA people saying that they're thrilled to see that I won on a Poe question, and that was very special for me.
How did you grow during that entire time?
I learned that I can cope with a lot of stuff at once, even when I can't ask for as much help as I would like to. And that I can conduct myself under pressure and do a lot of things that I didn't expect of myself.
You've been trying for this competition since you were 12. How does it feel now to have accomplished that?
It's bittersweet in some ways because I cannot ever be on Jeopardy again. You kind of get your one shot at it and then that's all. But I had such an amazing time. I feel like this is the best time to do it because I've got all of UVA supporting me. I got my Poe question for UVA, and I feel like if I'd done it in the past, I don't think I would have done as well. I feel like this is the time when I had it in me to already have that accumulated information from the past, but also to make myself study and work really hard. And I think it paid off.